Hey man, welcome back to Guitkits. It's been a very, very long time since we had an episode of Guitkits. You know what I'm saying? This is a special anniversary episode, man. Celebrating a long time that we haven't seen each other, man. Peace be with you, man. Welcome back to Guitkits. So, this kind of show, just in case you forgot, man, these Guitkits episodes are just about me talking about a guitar. Not necessarily doing nothing to a guitar, just talking about it. I love to talk, man. You know what I mean? A little bit less work, a little bit more talk. Hey, man, that's always my game, man. That's my game. That's my plan. So, here we are, man. And we're going to combine two of my favorite things. I'm glad that we got to do that Back to the Future guitar, man. It's a great segue into this week's episode. Two of my favorite loves are going to be covered on Guits. The love of sentimental stories about an old guitar, number one, and time travel. And I'm going to demonstrate both of those to you today in this episode, man. I ain't bullshitting, man. I ain't bullshitting you guys, man. Have you called Getting a lie yet? No. Answer is no. So the episode this Guitkits is about today, ostensibly, is this Washburn D-10M. This is one of my favorite guitars of all time. I got this, I believe it was like 93. I think it was Christmas time in 93. Or it might have been a graduation present in 94 from high school. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. I have to talk to my mom. You know, sometimes I get a little rusty in those you know what I mean, those top of layers. But I wanted to tell you something, folks. Time travel is possible. You know what I mean? And it's not too much like Back to the Future, although there's a little bit of Back to the Futurism involved. It's more like that show Quantum Leap, man. You can time travel within your own lifetime and quantum leap back into yourself, but you can only go back 20 years, man. You can only do it one time in your whole life, man. I figured out how to do it, man. I did figure out how to do it. And I'm going to do it on this episode because I always wanted one more chance. One more chance to play this beautiful guitar in my bedroom at home, man. Because it didn't ever sound better than that particular little space, man. You know what I mean? My bedroom in my mom's house was just incredible, man. And within like 3 days of me moving out, man, my mom totally redid it, repainted it. You know what I mean? Took all the furniture out, put her old furniture in there. You know what I mean? From when she was younger. You know what I mean? It was gone, man. It was totally erased, man. As soon as I moved out, man. That was about 15 years ago. But I can go back 20 years, man. And I can go back into my room and I can play this guitar, man. But you only get 20 minutes, man. Isn't that funny, man? You go back only 20 years and you only get 20 minutes. Then you leap back in. And I don't want to disturb myself, man. So I'm going to have to, just to make sure my theory's correct and I don't make a fool of myself, I got to go retrieve the tape in a little bit. I'll explain this to you guys later. You'll understand, man. You'll understand. Trust me, man. So let's flip this guitar around. I'm going to show you a little bit more personally about this guitar. And I'll put it on a slab. And then we'll talk about time traveling. You know what I mean? One thing at a time. One thing at a time. So another note on that time travel trip, man. I think it's best that you leap back into yourself while your old self is sleeping. You know what I'm saying? That way, you know what I'm saying? If you do sort of have a lingering memory of it, you know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, that was a crazy dream. I don't ever remember my dreams anyway, really. But I do have some crazy fucked up dreams, you know? Something like that would definitely just be like, it's a crazy dream, man. I forget all about it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to go back when, you know what I mean, there's nobody around so I can play the shit out of this thing real loud, just screech out all kinds of, noise in my bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Sing and fucking play as loud as I want to my heart's content. So anyway, that's just my further time travel diatribe to you. We'll get into that a little bit further as this episode progresses. So this is the original gig bag that it came in, man. It says VMI. Remember we talked about that VMI, that shredder we had? It wasn't a VMI guitar. My mom got this, I believe, at the Freehold Music Center for my birthday in 1993, November of 93. That's when I believe, it became, sort of filtering into demos in late 93 that I have on my collection. So that's probably around the time that it joined my lovely self. This is the original case, gig bag, man. It's probably still full of all my original accoutrements, man. There's the original strap, man. Oh, wow. Nice, man. What else we got in here, man? The strings, man. Martin strings. I don't know. Strings and shit, man. Screw tools. H and Capo. That's the case candy, folks. Anyway, let's get this guy out of the case, man. I'll see you in one hot half a second. Yeah, I remember you. I remember you very well. I love this guitar, man. Needs a little bit of clean, a little bit of oil on that poor old fretboard. It's alright though, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a new nut directly from Washburn. I remember, you know, it started cracking and everything about 15 years ago when I was recording the Derelict stuff. And I just called their 800 number and they're like, oh, what model was it? And they sent me a whole bunch of nuts in the mail for free. You know what I mean? So you have a lifetime guarantee on that guitar. You call us back if you break it again. That's what the lady said. I don't know if they'd be just as courteous today, but 15 years ago, that's the kind of courtesy they were representing. I was like, this was my favorite guitar. And they're like, thank you. Very nice people, man. When I dealt with Washburn, you know what I'm saying? It was like the way it should be. Old main Korea sticker, Korea. See that Washburn brand? The branding underneath the finish. Couple chips, couple bangs. This right here, my man Swang. Remember I told you a story about my brother Swang, currently known as Russell Stewart. I was best friends with him in kindergarten, and I saw him again in high school, and I was best friends with him again in high school, man. Anyway, man, he was in this little band we had called the Fire Axe Brothers with the Derelicts briefly. And Basemark got this house out in Long Branch on 2nd Avenue with my cousin. This guy Brad, who's actually the stage manager for Good Morning America right now, man. Way to go, Brad. I'm real proud of you, bro. Anyway, man, so my boy Russell came over one day and said, hey, man, there's that guitar. And he used this guitar in high school, in like senior year of high school. He was recording an album in the studio. And he had an Ovation acoustic guitar at the time, man. He just didn't like the plastic sound it had on the recorded, you know what I mean, track. And he's like, can I borrow that, man? That sounds excellent. And he brought it in the studio and he used it on a couple cuts, I think. And he actually lent me the Ovation while he had borrowed this. And I was like, wow, that's a really nice guitar, man. And then Basemark lent me his Ovation shortly after that, man. So I became like an Ovation player too, man, around that time. Anyway, man, so my man Swang, he damaged my my Guits, as I told you, when he was playing at Ricky D's brother's coffee shop, you know, back in 93, something like that, 94. I forget when exactly it was. And he's like, hey, let me play that guitar, man. We were hanging out about to play my man Basemark's basement. And he strapped this guy on. He's walking around singing all these songs. And all of a sudden, the strap wasn't like I attached the strap button very well. And it crashed on the floor, man. He's like, oh, man, I'm sorry, man. He's like, oh, man, I don't know. It's not like me to damage somebody's instrument. And then he like handed it back to me. And he's like, oh, I got to go, man. He's like, you just got here. Oh, yeah, I got to go, man. I'll pick up with this girl, man. And he disappeared. I didn't see him for another year and 10 days, man. And he resurfaced after he joined a band called Redhead Boogie Child. These guys are a lot better than you are. Hey, Russell. I missed you, man. Peace be with you, Swang. That's my brother. Regardless of the fact that he damages my instruments, man. So let's get on with the music, man. Let's talk time travel, man. Let's look at some pictures. You know what I mean? Let's do all these things, man. We're getting sentimental, but we're not getting mental about it. So I'm going to show you some photographs, man. And after I'm done showing them to you, I'll say to you, peace be with you. Look after yourself. Peace be with you. Look after yourself. Peace be with you. This gorgeous, gorgeous instrument. I bet you I still have the hang tag somewhere, folks. Don't dare me to find it, because I will do it. I'm a crazy man. Anyway, that's the dream, man. Here's the Arsenal. November 1994, my birthday. I showed you this picture, I'm sure. I got that Beatle bass. You know what I mean? I lined all my guitars up. My basement was real clean down at my mom's house at the time. Here it is, man. There I am, you know what I'm saying? Most of the pictures on this roll of film are actually me playing this instrument, man. It's obviously my favorite guitar. It's my major instrument of the time, people. So many, many songs written on this. At a time when writing songs was easy, you know what I'm saying? My early times, an old Polaroid my brother took August of 1995. I recorded this little album called Diversion in my room there, my mom's house. You know, I needed a picture for the cover. My brother and I went down to the furnace room, you know. I'm sure I showed this picture before. It's a good little album, man. I'll try to get that old back catalog online eventually. Here it is, man. The room, man. My room. This is the summer of 96. Shortly before the first time I moved out, you know. Look at the 4-track machine there. The Carbon bass, the Beetle bass, the Rickenbacker 4000, the Gretsch, Groovy Gretsch, antique telephone, and there's my beautiful Washburn, man. So soonly, you know what I mean, to move out, you know what I mean? I lived at the dorms in college, but I mean, the first time I got like a nice place, a beautiful house to live in, you know what I mean? It was the fall of 96, Greens Avenue, Long Branch, New Jersey. What a spot, man. Look at all my beautiful instruments. There it is, my Washburn. It's just a beautiful room. It had all like mirrors. I had like a velvet blanket, man, on a big king-size bed. It was a dream, man. There's my bro, Bill Gillingham, my brother, pretending he can play the bass. Just chilling out one night, man. This picture is actually taken by the legendary late, great Mark Walsh, man. Here he is playing my Washburn, man. My brother, I love you. I hope you're okay, man. I love you again, man. Be well. Look at old phone back there, man. Smoke some Marlboro mediums. Billy Gillingham again. Wherever you are, brother, peace be with you, man. The good old days, people. So we go from Mark Walsh, one kindred spirit, again playing my favorite instrument, to another playing one of my favorite instruments of all time. My cousin Michael Hartman, man, one of the most gifted musical geniuses of all time, man. We was hanging out here in the house that I was living with Bass Mark. 98, 99 is when we were staying here on Parker Road in Deal. Cousin Hartman, I met him when I was like 10 at Skippy's cousin's family reunion. You know what I mean? All the cousins got together. We went out of the woods, cousin and I. We found a whole box of old moldy porno mags. That was the greatest day of my life, cousin. I moved back home. My man Theory moved with his girlfriend in Bricktown. This is us chilling out. I showed you this picture. This is my favorite picture ever, man. 20 years ago. This is when I'm leaping back into myself. Right here, man. So I was living back with my mom. I saved like hell. This is when I bought my own house. This is in like 2006, actually. 15 years ago. This is when this picture was taken. See how I painted to the wall my little private studio, the same color as my mom's house, trying to get that vibe. There's John Hamilton's guitar. There's my guitar. We were playing Christine, actually. Here's the actual recording from that session that Hamilton took of me, man, as we were recording Christine. We played our guitars in tandem on that track, man. This is 2006, man. 15 years ago, man. Long time ago. So, I told you I'm leaping back into this me, man. This guy, right here, man. I'm going to be you in just a little time, man. Just a time, but I've never lied to you, man. I've said some cockeyed shit, but I've never lied to you. Now, the deal is, I'm going to go back in time. You know what I mean? I want to go back while I'm sleeping. I don't want to leap back into myself, you know, when I'm awake and disturb myself, fuck up my mind forever, you know what I'm saying? I got to find the time to do it, man. I don't want to go there in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, you know what I mean? Wake up my mom, you know what I mean? Get yelled at by her, be embarrassed in front of my viewers after discovering time travel, have my mom yell at me. How embarrassing is that, man? I got to figure out a time when she's, you know, when we're not around, you know what I mean? But I'm sleeping. That's my homework. I'll figure that shit out, man. Anyway, man, I want to go back to my mom's house, retrieve the tape, because I'm not going to, you know what I mean, even to bother with any of this shit, you know, if it didn't work out. But if the tape's there, man, it worked out, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back, man. Let's go to my mom's house right now. Let's look for that tape. I'll show you what the room looks like today, man. We're going back in time, man. I'm going to show you what it looks like today. I'm going to get that tape. You know what I mean? Let's see what we can do, man. Peace be with you. God bless you, man. Homeward bound, man. Peace be with you, my people. Wish me luck, man. I love you all. I'll see you over at my mom's place, man. I just want to show you this for reference. This is my old bedroom from when I was a kid, man. Guest room, man. Guest room, man. Totally a guest room, man. Storage and guest room, man. This is your old Bobby G, man. Old man. Still old. Anyway, man, let's go get that tape. A little library down here in my basement, man. See that, man? It hasn't even been updated since Bill Clinton was the president, man. I bet you that tape's still up here, man. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh. Back to the lab, folks. Time travel is possible. It worked. It worked. I am shots people. Sorry for getting so excited before down my mom's basement. You just don't realize what kind of discovery's been made in the time-space continuum. Some big, big news, man. Anyway, man, that's that. It's a special instrument, man. A special piece of wood. I remember shortly before the pandemic, Johnny Rock came over here with the guitar that was like 4 or 5, 100 numbers off the serial number, exact same model, same look, everything. Everything was almost identical on the guitar, but it was a real dog. He wanted me to, you know what I mean, get it all set up because he's looking to pawn it. He's like, this guitar's just a real dog, man. It's just horrible. And I was like, hey, man, this looks like just my favorite guitar. I brought, this one downstairs that he played. He's like, oh, my God. What a difference, you know what I mean? The same batch, you know what I mean? This guitar was great. That guitar sucks. This is one of the only guitars I actually have that I haven't really cared for. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever taken all the strings off at the same time. You know what I mean? When I got that nut from Washburn, the new one, I just loosened everything and just slid it in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's still got all the DNA of all the places and, you know what I mean? People that have played it and all the frets are all fucked up. You really use a fret job, really use a nice scrub, but I'm not going to ever do that. You know why? I'm going to leave it for the next person. I'm always scrubbing everybody's DNA off their guitars. You know what I'm saying? Making it my own. So when I kick somebody and do that with this, you know what I mean? The fun is in the fun. You know what I'm saying? Peace be with you, Bobby G. That's the karma, man. So anyway, initially when I was thinking of making a video about this, you know what I mean? I had this friend who was like a best friend of mine, exactly 25 years ago. He had like the same guitar, but it was a D-10S. S was for spruce. M is for mahogany. Right? And I always thought his sounded better than mine, and he always thought mine sounded better than his. He was a dear friend of mine, man. This kid, Jeff. And he was like my best friend until we like lived together. You know what I mean? I lived with him for 2 years. Within like 3 months of living together, we hated each other. Never even spoke to each other. You know what I'm saying? And I tracked him down, you know what I'm saying? And, texted him. I was like, hey, man. I got this Guitkit show, man, on the internet. I sent him some links. I was like, I want you to come on there, with your Washburn, play it. He said, oh, yeah, sure, man. Sure thing. Never heard from him again. Guess he still hates me. Whatever, man. Hey, Jeff. Peace be with you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? No hard feelings, man. So, that's when I decided I'm going to use my time travel ticket, man. I don't need to finish off this episode with some kind of reunion with an old friend. I'm on a reunion with myself, man. Right? So early tomorrow morning, you're going to find out what the hell I'm talking about, man. For now, I'm going to say peace be with you. You know what I mean? And I'll see you very early tomorrow morning before anybody else wakes up. Things should be pretty instantaneous, man. And then I'll say, peace be with you. Look after yourself. Time travel's possible. Peace be with you. 6:58 a.m. exactly. We can do this now, folks. I can go back 20 years in time. Now that I got this tape, I know that my project works, man. I can show you guys. I can show the world. So 20 years ago, 2001, I was living with my mom. I was 25 years old, 24 actually, going on 25, exactly. My mom used to leave for work at 7 o'clock. I'd wake up at 7:20. So there's that 20 minutes that I got right there to play with, man. So let's go back in time right now. The way we're going to do this, man, right? I got some plutonium, man. I got this plutonium off of AliExpress, and I mixed it with a little vodka, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to drink this. Down the hatch. I drank some plutonium. And as soon as I turn on this time accelerator, man, I'm going to step into the portal and I'm going to quantum leap my ass back 20 years. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, people, so I'm here. Time travel back in time. This is still Guitkits Guits, episode number 15, man. Time travel. I'm a little shocked, man. I just woke up. My mom left for work. I got dressed real quick before I'm supposed to wake up. I look good as hell, man. Anyway, so I'm about to play guitar in my room like I wanted to. I only got a couple minutes. You know what I'm saying? But at this present time, it's 2001. You know what I mean? April 2001. I'm in my bathroom at home. Check this shit out, man. This is the crap reading material, man. Look at this, man. See that, man? May 2001. Or what's that thing? May 2001, right? Look at all these old magazines, man. And this is like, you know what I'm saying? April 2001. I'm telling you, bro. I time travel. You don't believe me, man. Check this shit out, man. Look at this, man. This is an accredited, right? 2001. This is that rash I had on my... Well, I'm not going to talk about that, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake that, people. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, believe me or not, man, I time traveled, man. Just to, you know what I mean, go back in my room and play this one thing, man. It's great. All 3 Beatles are alive. George Harrison's still alive. You know what I mean? There are all kinds of World War I veterans still alive this very moment. You know what I'm saying? People of the 1800s are still alive, man. I'm so shocked, man. I time travel, man. It's crazy. I quantum leap back into myself. It worked. Do, 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 do. What the fuck? Oh my God. That's my fucking mom. Oh shit. Hey, Ma, I was just going to get some, I'll bring some donuts to work with the boys at the factory.
All right, you better get your act together and get moving.
Okay. Take care, Ma.
All right.
Drive safe. So my time travel plans are almost thwarted, people. But I made it. We're going to do this. Set this camera up. All right. I didn't even know my mom actually came back.
This is where it all began. This is my bedroom at 164 Prospect Street. And long before Emerson Sound Studios, this is where I made all the songs. My mom's gonna actually convert this into a guest room soon. So the whole gray walls and bedroom sort of feel is gonna be gone soon, but. This is where it all went down. This is where I wrote all the songs, recorded all the songs from the solo days back in '92, something like that, '91, to the last album recorded completely in this room was, mixed in this room was Bennett Avenue. So there you go. One of my favorite songs that I ever wrote in this room was, or recorded in this room was Playing at Home, Playing Alone, right here with you, Staying alone and playing a song right now for you. And I've been so wrong, something like that. And I felt it for so long, still I wouldn't come along I'm lying awake, getting some peace for goodness sakes. I want to leave, but I couldn't believe another way. And I guess I'm gonna stay. And I've been so wrong, and I've felt it for so long. Still I wouldn't come along. I'm playing at home. I know I love to be with you, 'cause you know I like the view. There you go.
Get changed real quick, hide this tape in the basement, and I'll leave back. Oh man, I did it. I did it. Let's see, what time is it now? 7 o'clock. See that? Almost instantaneous. Soon everybody we waking up, going to work, going to school. See that? Adventure we had early in the morning. Bobby G's a time traveler. Peace be with you. Look after yourself.